So the Indiana Fever fans are furious with this signing. Absolutely furious with the fact the Fever have signed someone who appears to be a Caitlin Clark hater in Brianna Turner.
The Indiana Fever recently signed Brianna Turner, but the move quickly took an unexpected turn. It turns out she has a past of criticizing Caitlin Clark, the same Caitlin Clark who is now set to be her teammate. Now, Fever fans are questioning whether Turner truly belongs on the team, creating a tense atmosphere even before training camp has started. The drama is heating up fast, and it's only just beginning.
Fine, Brianna Turner. It seems to us anyway, like, was that just a line of BS? Because I can't imagine why you would sign her. I understand she's supposed to be this great defensive player, but is it worth taking a flamethrower to your fan base and your locker room, by the way?
The Indiana Fever were on track to create a perfect lineup in free agency, bringing in the right players and building excitement among the fans. Then, Brianna Turner's arrival threw a wrench in the plans. She was expected to be a defensive force, a key player to strengthen the Fever's roster. Fans were looking forward to big blocks, steals, and tough defense. Instead, they were hit with a Twitter scandal that caught everyone off guard, creating drama bigger than a double overtime buzzer beater.
Haven't seen this before, but kudos to them for publicly honoring all they've accomplished this season. I'm confused. Is this what a runner-up does? It does if you're Iowa. I'm sorry, it does. It's like when it's a Cinderella run. Like, you don't have to win. Like, you don't understand. People do not understand. This was a team that went to back-to-back Cinderella runs.
It turns out, Turner had some strong opinions about Caitlin Clark. Opinions that date all the way back to her college days, before she even joined the Fever or the WNBA. When fans uncovered those old tweets, the situation quickly got tense. Imagine hiring an elite defender, only to discover they've previously gone viral criticizing your star player. That's exactly the situation now. The tweets? A collection of harsh comments about Clark and her Iowa team. And now, Turner is stepping into the same locker room where Caitlin Clark is the face of the franchise. It's like applying for a job at a company where you've openly called the CEO overrated. Asterisk awkward asterisk doesn't even begin to describe it. Insert tweet below.
And you took time after every single game to sign autographs for fans, whether you were home or away at a tournament. Why did that mean so much to you to take that time?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, I used to be in those young girl shoes, and whether you're a young boy or young girl, I ran around with two brothers that idolized girls and boys and wanted to be like them, and I think those are the people that allowed me to dream and want to be in moments like this, so it was something I enjoyed. I would say you all inspired me just as much as I inspired you, and you allowed me to live out my dream every single day, and for that I'm forever thankful, so thank you. It's been very special, and this place will always be home to me, and I hope to be back at a lot of games, and I encourage all of you to do the same and continue to support this team in the way that you have over the course of the last 2 years, so thank you.
The Indiana Fever signed Brianna Turner, a player who barely saw the court last season, and now fans are questioning if they've made things more complicated. Turner didn't just criticize Caitlin Clark. She also took aim at the entire Iowa fan base and the legendary senior trio of Clark, Kate Martin, and Gabby Marshall. This trio played a major role in bringing women's basketball into the spotlight. Rather than celebrating the game's growth, Turner chose to criticize the very players and fans who helped elevate it. Now, she's stepping into a locker room where Clark is the face of the franchise. It's shaping up to be a seriously awkward first day on the job.
Why? Indiana fans are not happy. Obviously, Caitlin Clark had to say yes to this decision, but they're not happy because Brianna Turner has said a whole lot about a whole lot. And I'm going to jump into it real fast to show the levels of hypocrisy of the WNBA. I keep telling you that the WNBA is a hypocrite league. and they're filled with bullshitters and liars, and it just continues.
In basketball terms, Turner just threw an accidental self-oop to the critics. It's like pulling off the perfect fast break, only to trip over your own shoelaces. And fans? They're making sure Turner hears it. Social media is buzzing like a playoff game in overtime. Some are laughing at the irony, others are furious, and a few are just sitting back with popcorn, watching the drama unfold. One thing is clear, Turner didn't even need to step on the court to shake up the Fever's season. What was once seen as a big defensive addition is now raising questions about whether they just signed their own biggest critic. And Caitlin Clark? You can bet she's seen those tweets. Whether she addresses it or not, she's got a front row seat to all the drama.
I don't know, Indiana Fever fans, if they're interested in a good basketball player and a good rim protector, you will enjoy, Brianna Turner, and I wish you guys the best of luck.
This whole situation feels like a reality TV plot with a sports twist. 1 minute, Turner is seen as a solid free agency pickup. The next, she's public enemy no. One to a fan base that was just starting to embrace her. The Indiana Fever thought they were bringing in an elite defender, but instead, they're dealing with a PR nightmare, all thanks to old tweets that remind us the internet never forgets. Now, Turner has a lot to prove. She needs to show she's here for the Fever, not against them. Winning over the fans won't be an easy task, though, because if there's one thing basketball fans never do, it's forget the receipts.
Feel free to unfollow, mute, or block me if that is bothersome to you. Always protect your peace. She goes on to say, I will not bend the knee or change my online advocacy efforts to other.
Had no problem signing with the Indiana Fever. Because the reality is, these women don't believe the things that they say. It makes it very hard to take anything that they say for what they say. Even to the point of, oh, look at this. Brianna Turner, 2/17/25. That was today. She's on Twitter today. I'm not even having to go back to look at these other things.
Folks, we are less than 96 hours removed from signing Brianna Turner, and she's tweeted multiple things. She has yet to tweet, happy to be here in Indiana, happy to be a part of the crew. Instead, she gets on her bully pulpit now that she is on a team with fans that actually might give a shit about her. Did that sound harsh? Oh well. She went on her bully pulpit now that she has a bigger platform because she's associated with America's team, and she weighs, I hate misogyny, as we all do.
Turner is a rim protector, high-level rebounder, all-around defensive stalwart, two-time All-WNBA first team. Look, hell, just add Cheryl Swoops to the locker room while you're at it.
Outside chatter influences a locker room. I know that's a crazy concept, but it's the truth. That's why it's so important to have a tight-knit locker room to block out that chatter. That's why it was so important to have somebody like E-Dub, who's not going to be an activist the whole entire season, blocking out the noise, instead of somebody like Brianna Turner, who's only trying to be an activist, inciting the noise, adding to the noise, giving fuel to the fire. Ben, what did Brianna Turner do this time? Does it matter? Does it matter?
When you're saying stuff on this internet, it is going to be archived. Somebody's going to screenshot it. Somebody's going to save it. It is going to be there. And the way these fans react whenever they get a new player, I mean, they're going through your Twitter, your replies. Hell, they might look and see who your cousins is and go through their stuff. That is just the nature of the business when you sign to a big-time franchise like the Indiana Fever. It's almost like the fans is going to interview you themselves. After you got signed, the fans is going to, do a background check.
The Fever did not come to play. They are on a mission to win now, like 2025 championship season incoming. They were so quiet during free agency. And in the past 24 hours, boom, boom, boom. Re-signed Kelsey Mitchell to a max deal. Picked up Natasha Howard, bringing her back to the Indiana Fever, where she was originally drafted. And then they just announced a three-way trade, sending Alyssa Smith to Dallas and Sophie Cunningham coming to the Fever.